Alright, what's up guys? It's Genji Snaps. We're gonna be moving into OverDress territory now. Yeah! Alright, so we're doing a Zorga deck profile, right? So I'm more excited for set 2 than I am set 1. So because of that, I'm going to go over the deck profile as it is right now, but I'm also going to just kind of like let you guys know, hey, I'm removing this. These are going to be the ratios after set 2 and like the like new selection stuff comes out. So fair warning, whatever. I'm basically giving you 2 deck profiles in one. Perfect. It saves us both time and money. All right. Anyways, so I also have my phone open right here with the new cards so that I don't just talk off my head and get things wrong. So Jacob in the future, remember that. So we're gonna get right on into it. So I'm gonna move the deck. I'm gonna move the deck over here for starters. So ride deck. This thing, it's a starter. It's cute. That's all I really care about. I'm not playing Cloudy and Altus or whatever it is. It's ugly. Remember that. Ranker Chain, because being able to basically draw 2, ditch 1, and help set up your drop zone for Alchemagic is really good. Obviously, need I say more? Truly. 1 Black Tears Husk Dragon. This is good especially when you need to discard for ride, because you can discard the order, ride this, get the order back. Free real estate, really. So yeah, that's beneficial. It's also a 15k attacker if you played an order this turn. This is a 10k booster. So playing orders, you all know how Zorga works. I'm most likely just off the actually when I get to the grade 2s, we'll talk about this. And then Zorga. Wow, a Zorga deck playing Zorga. Who'da thunk it? Anyways, so this allows you to Alchemagic, basically playing 2 normal orders for the price of 1. Truly, you just slap them together and then just go boom. And then it's basically Basker, just counterblast 1, call something from your drop zone. Super easy, nothing to worry about. So that's the ride line. We're gonna get back to that in a hot second. So I'm just gonna put that right up there. I didn't know that was in frame. The more we know. So, grade 3s, there's a very particular way that I structured this. So grade 3s, running 4 copies of Zorga in total. Persona Ride is a good mechanic, I hear. So, and then the last grade 3 unit cards. We are going with units first, is Hydraulic Ram Dragon. Now, me and my friend James have differing views on Hydraulic Ram. It is an 18k attacker by itself if you have an order in your bind zone, which is great. You know, you Alchemagic once, that's constantly an 18k attacker. My thing is that I like shield value to, you know, live, but having an 18k attacker, that's automatically a 10k guard by itself, so I have succumbed to my friend James's thought process, so 18k attacker. I don't know how long it's going to stay in the deck, because as set 2 comes around, it's going to get a lot tighter. So I'm most likely going to just have 4 Zorga by the time set 2 rolls by and cut the Hydraulic Ram, just so I can have room for stuff like, let me see, the Fleet Eater, some grade 1s, some orders. It all just comes down to space. But as for right now, 18k attackers are pretty nice, I hear. So that's that on that. Cool. Grade 2 unit cards. Key phrase, unit. So the most important girl in this deck, Hendrina. So basically it's mill 3. On place, which as a Grand Blue player, I'm like, cool. And then you can retire her, and it negates whatever you want for all the Soul Blast costs on Alchemagic. So when you play, let me scroll through here. When you play Cursed Souls, Squirming in Agony, and Spiritual Body Compensation, you don't need to play Soul Blast for either of those. So automatically you can play, that's 2 orders right there that total require 3 Soul Blast, and you just did it for free. Seems pretty good. I don't see Hendrina ever coming down from 4. Maybe like 3, just for the sake of like space, but being able to just neglect Soul Blast cost is really, really good. And also milling 3 just to help set up that drop zone for either Zorga, your Alchemagic, stuff like that. You guys know. You guys know what's up. And then 3 Tear Dragon. This is a 15k attacker, as I already said. So my thought process is, when the new stuff comes around, like Fleet Eater, the Great Ones, like Fairy of Blighted Love, Rogue Headhunter, I'm probably going to cut the remaining 3 copies, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So out of the Ride deck, we already have 1. Right, so that's 1 that I don't need to worry about getting into the drop zone, because so long as I use something like Spiritual Body Compensation, Souls Squirming in Agony, whatever, anything that Soul Blasts 1, I can automatically access the Grade 2, the Husk Dragon. So I don't need to worry about not being able to get Husk Dragon. Right now I am playing Husk Dragon just so that I have more 15k, beaters and whatnot. Excuse me, but when set 2 comes around with Fleet Eater and all these different cards just to make space, I don't think Husk Dragon is going to stay in the deck outside of the one that's in the Ride deck, because it is just a constant 15k attacker that I could just call back. Like, sure, it's 5k shield. However, the most common problem that I have faced with this deck is running out of orders in hand and all of them ending up in drop. So I just have a bunch of orders in drop that I can't get back. So being able to just kind of make more room for orders and just make room. That's really what it is. Right now I'm playing it out of necessity. That's all it comes down to. But 50k attacker is pretty good, especially when you can Soul Blast it out. Which is why you have it in the Ride deck. Keep up. Alright, anyways, Grade 1 units. Alright, shockingly this deck is kind of small. 4 PG. And then 3 Mantis. For those of you who were confused there, why wouldn't you run 4 PGs? Anyways, the reason why I'm running Mantis, as opposed to something like Cloudy and Altus right here, and you can fight me on this, the starter and this are both Cloudy and Altus from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight me on this. I'm gonna put a picture right up. Okay, cool. So yes, this is a 10k booster consistently, and that's not bad. Having a 10k booster is pretty neat. However, the reason why I'm playing Mantis right now, the Mantis is probably gonna come out of the deck in exchange for, Blighted Love, Headhunter, all these good Grade 1s, is because when placed, I can boost something. I can boost one of my other rearguards by 5k. So if I use Spiritual Body Compensation on it, it automatically fulfills a 13k booster need. But it also boosts one of my other columns up, or I can boost the same column that it's in by just boosting, or by bumping up the whatever rearguard's in front of it, etc., or behind it if you call it to the front row. You guys get the picture. It just helps apply power a little more evenly, as opposed to Dark Pilgrimage, which only gets 2k. So like, sure, it's a 10k booster. If you call it back with like Spiritual Body Compensation or the Screaming in Agony Wraith Grade 3 thing, then it's like a 15k booster, but I'd rather apply 5k more to different rearguards as it is right now than just have like a cute booster. I hope that makes sense. But Mantis most likely being cut for Headhunter or Blighted Love. Blighted Love. Yeah, you guys know what's up. Alright, now we're on orders. We're on the section of the deck that makes the deck tick. I figured I might as well just have this set up as opposed to try to confuse everyone. So, orders, 3 Grief, Despair, and Rejection, basically breakup card. So if your Vanguard is Zorga, you counterblast 1 and 3 units get 10k. It's basically like applying a front trigger. Truly. Or persona writing, if you will. So that's good. I don't ever see this dropping to any lower just because of how good of a card it is. Helping make magic numbers, especially in the early game, is really good. I might bump it up to 4, however, I do think 4 is a bit excessive right now. And with all the orders that are coming out currently, I think 3 is a reasonable number. But time will tell. If this entire deck list is drastically changed, I'll make another one. But for right now, 3 just seems right. 2 of the card that I fucking hate with a burning passion, Cursed Souls, Squirming in Agony. It's not that I don't think it's a bad card. I don't think it's a bad card. I just always manage to hit the overtrigger off this, like in the top 4. But you know what, like Shuffle Better 5-head, you know, egg on my face. But basically Soul Blast 2, you look at the top 4, you call 1. But if you're in Alchemagic, you call 2, and then whatever you call gets 5k. So, helps, you know, like, get cards out of your deck, you know? Makes numbers. In all honesty, this is probably one of the ones that I'm going to cut automatically, just fundamentally, probably for overcoming a sudden death, just so that I can have, like, a recursion of orders back to my hand, because, like I said, one of my biggest issues has been not being able to get orders to your hand, which is why overcoming a sudden death, or whatever the order is, I'll put it up on the screen, whatever order says get 2 orders from your drop zone back to your hand, that's so good. It's so good. It's like Greed Shade, but you know, sadly you need to Alchemagic with it, but hey, it fulfills what it needs to get done. So, as it currently stands, it helps make boards, but it will probably be one of the first ones that I cut, so just fundamentally. And then for Spiritual Body Condensation, this is Monster Reborn. This is Soul Blast 1, sorry. This is Soul Blast 1, call something from your drop zone and it gets 5k. Simple enough. This might get cut down to 3 just to make space, but being able to, or space for probably regurgitation from the underworld. So that is where, okay, so the thing about regurgitation from the underworld is that it is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, choose any rearguard retire it, which automatically helps fix Stoichea's, especially Zorga's, certain matchups, being able to just have spot removal in the Trickstar matchup, for example, get rid of any variation of the Variana, or however you pronounce it, so that's really good, and then you just call something with the same grade as something you retired, but if you're an Alchemagic, you call 2 instead. So, in fact, Spiritual Body Condensation might go down to 3, it might go down to 2. It might go down to 2. The problem is that Regurgitation is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and this is just Soul Blast 1. However, I'm not too bent out of shape about it. So this might go down to 2. As it currently sits, it is at 4. It is at 4 for a good reason. This is the easiest one to activate, theoretically. But yeah, this is really good. It's simple. It gets units back on board. It might go down to 2. Might go to 3. You know, but at 4 right now, I feel like it is one of the most important cards right now. And 2 Ghost Chase. 2 Blitz Order Ghost Chases. Now, originally I was very not vibing with Ghost Chase. Just kind of like the fundamentals of, like, it's cute, you know? But, you know, when you call your overtrigger off of Cursed Soul, Squirming in Agony, being able to just bounce back 50k shield is really good. Bouncing. And with Zorga, you know, you can call back a copy of Zorga, you can call back a PG, and then Ghost Chase just get it right back. There's an order that is important, and that is, I think it's Overcoming a Sudden Death, which is the one that I've been preaching for, just kind of getting orders back from your drop zone. So Overcoming a Sudden Death, and I'll put it up on the screens, is Counterblast 1, bind it, and then choose 2 order cards from your drop zone, return to your hand. Now, unless I'm missing something, because this is off of the Black Rose Musketeer Drevlin page, this doesn't specify whether it's a blitz order or a normal order. So you can just keep recycling ghost chases off of this and, you know, whatever it is to help keep Alchemagic going. So, 2 ghost chase, perfectly reasonable number, mind you. I think any more than 2 is a bit excessive. However, with overcoming a sudden death, it might be like a definite 3 of, maybe a 4 of even, just to help keep this entire library of your orders going. I will say that at the current moment, I'm not running Tearful Malice, and the reason why is because I don't think it's needed yet, and that just might be because I don't understand card economics in this format, which is shocking because I know card economics for a decent number of formats, but this one's fairly new to me. I'm new. I'm not claiming that this is the best Zorga list. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. I'm welcome to your guys' you know, like, feedback, logical criticism. But Tearful Malice, I don't think it's needed right now because we have Hendrina, because a majority of this is Soul Blast, right? So as we get more orders, I think Tearful Malice is going to be needed because it is putting itself into Soul. It is countercharging one. And as we get more orders that Counterblast, Soul Blast 1, all these all these singular charged order costs, I think Tearful Malice will see more play as it is right now. But for right now, it is just sitting on the sidelines. And so that is it for orders. Fairly simple. I don't think I'm too out of the woods. I don't think I'm too crazy. Triggers, 4 crits. 4 front. Seem to be replaced by the effect fronts. Thanks, Bushy. At the current moment, I'm running 3 draws because one of the things that I noticed about Zorga, and this might just be any deck that isn't Bastion at the current moment, it doesn't have a solid way to maintain hand. So I'm just trying 3 draws. 3 draws seems to work out fine for me. I'm kind of a madman when it comes to draws. You know, I'll check them like here, I'll check them there, then it gets to late game and I'll have like 1 draw left in deck and I'm like, that sucks. But for right now, 3 draws, it's treating me fine. That's all it is. Overtrigger, because Overtrigger go burr. And then 4 heals. It's fairly straightforward. So, I hope you all enjoyed this deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, and then probably the next video will probably include Taylor. Stay tuned for that. Alright, so hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.